Hi guys, so I thought I'd come back after yesterday's video. Let me just adjust this camera a minute. There we go. So yeah, I thought I'd come back and talk about these paints that I was using in yesterday's video, which are the Art Philosophy Metallic Accent Watercolour paints. In my video yesterday, I said that I was enjoying using them, but I was still like interested in to see how the actual paint went on. Basically, I used them yesterday on a few little pieces on this church picture, and I did a few swatches. Now, one of the things that I'd like to talk about is when I use mica powder and water, and how the actual powder, although it sticks to the page, will sometimes like have almost like a dust-like feel, and it kind of fades over time a lot quicker than like normal paints anyway. These don't have that at all. Like, as with the actual blocks of paint in this, you rub your finger on it and it doesn't come off on your finger. With these on the actual paper, again, they don't smudge, it doesn't come off. One of the things that I was really happy about is the fact that they didn't bleed through. Like, this is the back of the paper. You can see them, but they haven't bled through, which is great. It means that, they're not going to seep through the page and ruin the page that I'm working on. So yeah, I thought I'd come back, do a little bit more painting, and see how the picture went on. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do this evening. So it's going to be a little bit of a short video today, nothing too major. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this sort of goldeny colour. Can't really see on the page, but it's this kind of colour. So yeah, this paint does seem really nice. It does go onto the paper really, really nicely. It's not claggy, and it's quite smooth. The one thing I did find is that it does dry out quite quickly on the actual pan, which can be a problem for some artists, I know. But for me, it's okay. I can work with it. I think some of the problem is that I'm using quite a small brush as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test that theory by using a bigger brush. I can use that brush. Yeah. So yeah, these are really nice paints, and the shimmer on them, the like metallic shimmer, really does stand out on them. So I apologise if you hear my son in the background. He's playing in his room currently. And sorry if I don't talk very much when I'm actually painting. I'm kind of trying to be careful not to get my head in camera shot right now. One thing I am noticing with these paints is when they go on, they seem to like go on in one coat rather than multiple coats, which is nice to know. You know, it means, you know, I'm not constantly going over the same patches, which, you know, saves time. So what you can see on pieces that I did yesterday are one coat, not multiple coats. There we go. So I'm just going to go back to the smaller brush because I want to do a few smaller areas. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, that's a really kind of bronzy colour, and probably if I move it closer to camera, you can probably see there is a difference in colours. And yeah, I am kind of doing a bit of a multicoloured type church design, sort of in the more goldeny, orangey shades. with bronzy shades as well. Just because I want something a bit different. You know, nothing wrong with being different and a little bit quirky with your artwork. That's the whole point of art, being creative. Why should everything be normal? So yeah, I am impressed by these paints and I would highly recommend them. I did go and recheck how much they are. They are just under £16 on Amazon. I did post a link, which is a pinned comment on yesterday's video. So yeah. But as my videos are always not sponsored and not affiliated, so yeah, that's pretty much how I work. Although I am open for sponsorship and happy to do reviews for people. I think I'm going to use a bigger brush for that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for the time being and I will come back once I've finished all this shade that I want to do. So I've kind of finished a couple of pieces. I've added a bit more gold and darker red bronzy colour in places as well. And I started doing this little window. Now I have found a slight snag with this paint, but it could just be that I've been heavy-handed. I wanted to try and meld two colours together, and how I did it was kind of adding one colour in a kind of pattern like this, and then taking the other colour, going in those spaces. Like so. and then kind of adding a little bit of water on top. But I think I was a little bit heavy-handed. I mean, I really don't need that much water on this brush, because I really just want it to kind of meld together. Like that. Yeah, so basically I thought it was me just being heavy-handed, and it was, so it's not a problem. So just do the last part of this mirror. More blue to this one. There we go. So yeah, as for like blending two colours together and the actual picture, it does work, but they almost have, I don't know if it's because of these colours that I'm using, but it almost seems almost more silvery, which isn't a problem, you know, it works for a window look. So yeah, that's not too much of a problem. So yeah, I'm kind of wanting to add a few more little detailed parts into this. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and add a few more details. I think I'm going to add a little bit more light yellow, golden colour. I'm going to change brush. Find a better brush that I want. That one's better. subtle says there's a fly in here as I'm working. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I've added a lighter yellow as well to this while I'm working on it, just to add a bit more definition. So yeah, these paints so far, I'm, really enjoying using them. I love the colours. I love the fact that once the paint has dried, it's not smudging like mica powder does. I mean, I love working with mica powder, and I wanted something sparkly, but using these, not having that smudging effect with powder, works really, really well. Let me know in the comments what you think of this picture. Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit all notifications so you can see when I'm uploading next. I'm not going to post again now until next week, which will be a poetry video, and then we'll be back on a makeup video. See you all soon. Bye!